There you go. We have the lesson A is getting to know each other. What do you guys see in the picture?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. The picture is ready.
What do
Okay.
you
The lesson A is speed finding.
yes? What do you see in the picture?
The people are smiling and talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, people are smiling
yeah.
and
I need
talking.
I need an I need a breakfast
Eating snacks, something. Yes. Do you have a lot of
snacks.
friends,
Yeah.
guys?
Uh, so
No,
so.
not me.
Yeah. We can say yes.
Many.
Yeah, we can say yes. Would you like to meet more new friends?
Yeah, why not?
Of course. Yes, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Would you like to attend a speed friending event?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. You do. Okay. Now, what's a speed friending event? Why do people go there? What do you have to do there?
Met
Meet new people,
Yeah, meet people, yes. All right, let's listen
share
and check.
experiences,
share memory.
memories.
That's great. Yes, yes.
So what is a speed friend? And I don't know. It's like a
Awesome
strategy
question.
or
What
have no
is a speed friending? Yes, let's listen to the audio and get some answers. What's a speed friending event?
Okay.
okay,
Why
okay.
do people go there? And what do you have to do there? Let's listen.
Viewpoint, Student's Book, Level 1. Page 10, Unit 1. Social Networks. Lesson A. Speed Friending. 1. Getting to know each other. A. Read the article. Why do people go to speed friending events? What happens at this kind of event?
Make new friends and network fast. These days, we live life in the fast lane. We insist on fast food, quick service, high-speed downloads, instant messaging, and immediate responses. So why should we spend time making new friends? At a speed friending event, you have just a few minutes to ask and answer questions before moving on to the next person. If you find
All
people
right.
you'd like to get to know better, you can contact them after the event. Here are the kinds of questions that people ask. 1. How do you like to spend your free time? 2. What music are you listening to these days? 3. What was your most valuable possession as a child? And now? 4. Can you say no to chocolate? 5. When did you last stay out after midnight? Where were you? 6. Who's your favorite celebrity? 7. Have you ever won a prize or a contest? 8. What word describes you best?
All right. I would like to hear some opinions. What's a speed friending event?
It's like a kind of meeting to get to know more people, but in a fast way because you have only a few minutes to
Yeah.
ask some questions. And if you're interested in that person, you can call them after this event.
Wow. Why do people go there?
Maybe they want to know new people or be talking about she like to try something like chocolate or if she doesn't like it. Why? And that's
Yes,
it.
everybody agrees?
Well, the speaker mentioned something at the beginning. He said that we want everything fast. So why should we spend money? I mean, spend money. Sorry, spend time
Time.
in like meeting with people. So maybe this is like one reason because we are used to get things or we want to get things fast. I don't know if friendship is included in these things, but this is what I understood.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. What do you have to do there?
Ask and make um, really interesting question in order to connect with people. I think with the same ideas or likes because you maybe can't be interested with the person with the same, uh, how can I say, preferences like chocolate or some kind of music.
Nice, very nice. Good. I hear some very interesting answers, but I didn't hear most of you. Uh, I know this is like that. So here's the article. This is the article you just heard. Let's listen to it one more time at the same time that you read.
Viewpoint. Student's Book, Level 1, Page 10, Unit 1, Social Networks, Lesson A, Speed Friending. 1. Getting to know each other. A. Read the article. Why do people go to speed friending events? What happens at this kind of event?
Make new friends and network fast. These days, we live life in the fast lane. We insist on fast food, quick service, high-speed downloads, instant messaging, and immediate responses. So why should we spend time making new friends? At a speed friending event, you have just a few minutes to ask and answer questions before moving on to the next person. If you find people you'd like to get to know better, you can contact them after the event. Here are the kinds of questions that people ask. 1. How do you like to spend your free time? 2. What music are you listening to these days? 3. What was your most valuable possession as a child? And now? 4. Can you say no to chocolate? 5. When did you last stay out after midnight? Where were you? 6. Who's your favorite celebrity? 7. Have you ever won a prize or a contest? 8. What word describes you best?
Perfect. So what's a speed friending event?
Okay, let's do it.
Shows victims or volunteers, teacher.
How many minutes?
Can you repeat that, please, Carlita?
This is a technique that I used to use with my students.
That's very good.
Volunteers or victims. So you can choose your
My,
volunteers as a victims.
let's see.
Let's set the rules first. We have the rules first. How many minutes do we have?
The screen moves too much on me. I can't control the movement of your names on the participants. The names, your names, they move up and down, and I have no idea why. What is the protocol or the process or the program?
But
When they
I didn't understand. What was your question? Should we do
My question
something
is,
or just
you,
respond, answer to the question you said? I couldn't understand.
yes, what is a speed friending event?
Oh, it's just a meeting to know people in a fast way.
Good.
that take a couple of minutes, and you can ask a few questions or many depending how fast you speak, and then another person answer to you. And after that, you change maybe, and you're gonna continue. If you find some topic that you like it and you get a connection, probably you can talk after before finish that event.
Good. Why do people go there?
To find people with the same
Friends,
interest.
But why there? Why a speed friending event?
because they don't want to spend a lot of time trying to find friends. Easy busy.
Nice.
In short time, I don't know.
In a short time. Yes, that's correct. Good.
Mhm.
So what do people go do there?
Talk.
Answer and ask questions.
Yes. So
Questions.
let's do this, okay? We have only a couple of minutes to ask and answer as many questions as we can. Yes? So
Okay,
I'm gonna pick a name, I'm gonna ask you a question and try to answer as fast as you can.
got it.
Um, I have on the list Gadiel. Gadiel, you said your name is in Gadiel. What's your name?
No, Denia. My name is
Denia.
Denia. Yes.
All right. You can change your name anytime you want to, okay? I
Oh,
just changed it for you.
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Ever. Uh, try to stay with us as long as you're watching and continue interacting using the chat. It would be great. So, Denia, how do you like to spend your free time?
I like to read and I like to play basketball.
Awesome. Thank you, Gustavo Hilario.
Yes.
When did you last stay out after midnight?
Oh my goodness, I don't remember, but I guess 1 week ago.
Good. Elide,
Yeah, me.
what music are you listening to these days?
This day I have listened instrumental music.
You are listening to.
Yeah, instrumental
Nice.
music.
Very good. Oh my gosh. This is really bad. Alma Rodriguez, I suppose.
Yes, I am Alma.
Yeah.
Right. Who's your favorite celebrity?
Birthdays.
Who?
I don't listen. Can you repeat, please?
Sure. Who's your favorite celebrity?
Okay. mm, Alejandro Sanz.
Very good. Gabriela,
Yep,
what was your most valuable possession as a child?
a teddy bear,
Nice. And now?
a book.
Very good. Carlita. Carla B. Palacios.
Yes.
Can you say no to chocolate?
Yes. No, I can't.
Okay. Nancy,
Yes.
what word describes you best?
Oh no. This is a question that I didn't want to answer. For real, I don't know, because when the man was saying these questions, I asked that question to myself and I said, I don't have any idea to describe
No.
myself in a word. So I don't know.
No?
I don't
Okay.
know.
How about a volunteer? Who has a good answer for this question?
Talkative.
Very nice, Carlita. Talkative. Nice. Thank you. Somebody else? Nobody.
Uh,
Sure. Go ahead.
Imagination, I guess.
Imaginative.
Yeah.
Very good, sir. Thank you.
I'm always hungry, so I don't know what word could describe this.
Hungry?
Yes,
Hungry?
I'm always hungry. I need to eat all the time. So
Hungry.
yes, hungry. Hungry.
You're just like me. I am the same way. I don't eat 5 times a day. I eat 10 times a day.
It's the
Okay,
same.
take one and pass around, please.
Oh my God. Delicious.
So we're looking at verb tenses. Okay. That's what we're checking out today. So just today and only for today, we're going to check out of the 12 verb tenses that are most common, we're going to check this out. Okay, the past and the present, simple, continuous.
Excuse me, I got a question. I got a
go ahead.
question.
Yes? Go ahead, ask.
Yeah, my question is, all the presentations, are you gonna share with us?
Can you repeat your question, please?
The presentation, the PowerPoint, you're gonna share with us? Yeah, the presentation.
Yes, presentation.
Yeah, all
Share
the pictures,
Yeah.
the PowerPoint.
share,
Are you gonna share with us anytime?
You mean the video, the video of the class?
Yeah, at the end of the class, or yeah, at the end of the class.
It will be tomorrow. Zoom takes, I don't know how many minutes to process it, and then the teacher Maru needs to load it on YouTube, and then YouTube, I don't know how long it takes to have it ready for everybody to see. So as soon as we have it ready, I will share the link with you guys. It doesn't take long. I mean, I
Okay.
should have it ready tomorrow by noon at the latest, okay? Is that good, Ever?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
Okay, so we have these guys. Of course, simple past, I studied English yesterday. Simple present, I study English. Continuous, I was studying, I am studying. Perfect, I had studied, I have studied. And perfect continuous, I had been studying and I have been studying. Of course. Now, here we have more examples. The first one, how's your English class this year? What time tense is this?
Present.
Present.
Good. Present is good, but it's incomplete. The complete verb tense is present of be.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All right, next. Where was your mother born? Were both your parents born here? What tense is this?
Past.
Pass.
Past.
Past
Past
of,
Must be.
Past of be.
be. Perfect.
Pass of be, yes.
The next example, how often do your parents call you?
Expression.
Present.
Present.
Simple
Present.
present.
Simple present.
Simple.
No, simple
present.
present, you're right.
Yes. What time did you get up today? Did you get up
Past.
early?
Past. Simple.
Simple pass.
Simple past or past simple. Yeah, some books call it past
Yeah.
simple.
Past simple.
Yeah, why are you studying English? Are you
Present
studying
continuous.
Present continuous.
Present pros.
the next one?
Past continuous.
Past
Continuous.
Continue.
Next?
Past perfect.
Present.
Past perfect.
Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Next?
Present perfect.
Perfect continuous.
Present
Continuous.
perfect continuous.
Yes, and the last one.
Modal verb.
Modal verbs.
All
Good.
verb.
Now we have one more.
Okay.
Now, this is not a different tense. It's a different type of subject.
Yeah.
Okay? Who and what can
Noun.
be the subject of an information question. They take a singular verb form. Who is the question word, and sits is the verb.
Takes the place of the noun.
Who takes the place of the, yes, of the subject.
Of the subject, right? Yeah,
Yes.
right.
And then what made you decide to study English? Again, the verb has its subject and the question word is the subject of the verb.
Yeah.
Now, this one is in simple present. What about this one?
Simple past.
Simple past. Easy.
Simple past.
And the next one. The subject can also be a question word plus a noun. This is a combination. What word is the subject of this verb? What word describes you best? Or, next example, which cities are the most beautiful? Of course. Now, what tense is this guy?
Simple present.
Simple present. And the next one?
Simple present.
Simple
Present.
present.
Simple.
It's the same.
It's incomplete. It's present, simple present of
Be.
being. Perfect. Now, let's see. How fast can you ask and answer these questions?
Okay.
Can you do it in under 2 minutes?
I guess.
I
Yes?
think.
I wanna try.
All right. Can you please take a picture of the slide?
Okay, hold on. Um,
Let me know when you're ready, please.
got it.
All right. And let's go.
Edit.
Wow.
What happened?
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We're
All
back.
right. So, Gabriela, Miss Karina,
Oh
and
my
Paula,
God.
how many questions did you answer?
Magic. How do you do that?
Hey,
I
show
think
me that.
I thought the first column, just we have time for the first column.
The
Yeah.
information question.
It was very difficult.
Sorry?
Only the information question column?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay. What about Gustavo and Carla? How many questions did you ask and answer?
Oh my goodness. She made me question to me, and I guess was like five.
Five
Kind of.
questions?
No, they were uh, almost all the first column, I think. There were two left.
Yes. Oh,
It was
Okay.
fast.
Very nice. What about Denia and Nancy? How many questions did you ask and answer?
She asked me like 7 questions from the
Nice.
information question line.
Yes.
So these are the questions we could ask.
So you mean you didn't ask her questions?
Just she asked me questions, and but we didn't have enough time for me to ask
Ask her.
questions for her.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
I
just one
understand.
way.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gateway. What's your name again, Gateway? I have a Gateway here. What's your name? Hello?
Hello, my name is Diana.
Diana. There. I changed your name. Diana and Lucy. How many
Oh,
questions?
thank you.
How
We
many
were
questions?
we were a little bit confused because I didn't hear, so I get entered to the conversation so fast.
Yes.
So I didn't listen the indications. If you, I was confused. I was waiting. We were waiting, Diana and me. What's going on? I was like, oh, I don't know. And I saw the clock. It was running. And I need to ask some questions to you, Diana. So I started asking the questions. So I only made 2 questions. She didn't have time to make me questions.
To ask you questions. Okay. Well, we're going to do it again in a minute. Okay.
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 Alma and Elide. How many
Yeah,
questions did you ask and answer?
we had some problems, and I just asked her like 5 questions.
Good. But you
Yeah.
didn't change roles, right? You didn't ask and answer back.
No.
Yeah, no, we
All
can't.
right. That was good, guys. That was just a warm up. We're going to do it again
It's
with
not
other questions.
activity.
With more
All right.
time.
One more time.
Yes, yes, absolutely. We're going to do a speed friending event. All right. In our speed friending event, our own speed friending event. Before that, you need to write 6 interesting questions you'd like to ask. Okay. So think about the question. We have an example on the screen. Example says, how often do you go out with your friends? It's just an example. Think of your 6 questions to ask, and then we're going to hold another speed friending event, a little bit different. Yes?
Okay.
All right, go ahead. How many minutes do you want for your questions? 2 or 3 minutes?
2 minutes. No, 3.
2 minutes, perfect.
No, no, 3.
Should be
3
better.
minutes.
Please, sorry.
3 should be better. 3.
3
Go ahead.
minutes, please.
3, por favor.
I have a question in order to create my sentences, teacher.
Yes, go ahead.
So I have to follow the same grammatical.
As in the chart, as in the previous chart?
Because
No.
this is okay.
It's only
No,
question,
think
right?
whatever you want to think of. These are
Okay.
only
Okay.
examples.
Okay.
Only examples. Now ask whatever question you want.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course, proper, normal, correct questions. All right. Do you have your 6 questions or not yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is have our own split fending event. Now what do I have here? There. You're going to ask your questions to one of your classmates. you're going to go in sessions again. But because of the number of participants, is everybody a teacher here?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So all of you teachers that are here, we have an
No,
odd
I'm not.
number. Okay, well, everybody. So one group will always be with 3 participants because of the odd number, okay?
Okay.
Only one. So that will be a little different, but we'll have to cope. So you will go for 2 minutes on one session to ask and answer your questions that you just wrote to your partner. Remember, you have only 2 minutes, so you have to ask one question and let your partner ask you a question.
One on one. One on
One
one.
and one, yes,
One
Okay.
by one.
because you only have 2 minutes. When you're finished with the 2 minutes, I will change the pairs. You will rotate with a different classmate,
Nice.
okay? And we
Okay.
will do this for only 5 times.
Okay.
Yes? Write notes if you want to. Make notes on interesting answers or interesting people. If you finish all your 6 questions before the 2 minutes are up, think of another question. Yes, and continue the conversation for the full 2 minutes.
So
Are
you
we
will
ready?
be in charge. You will be in charge to switch
Yes,
the partners we are working
yes,
with.
I will be switching you
Okay.
guys. We'll
Okay.
finish, we'll go back again, everybody in the main session, and then we'll go away on the sessions again, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth.
Okay. Okay.
Are you ready, guys? Is
Yeah.
everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's go. What happened?
We have problems with the audio. I didn't listen to Karina.
Ah, you couldn't listen to her. Yeah,
No.
that will be a little problem.
Yes.
Hi, Karina.
So we didn't have that interaction.
Yes, I understand. Maybe Karina is having problems with her internet
Yes.
connection. Karina, are you there? I don't know if she can't hear me or she's speaking and she doesn't. We can't hear her.
Yes.
All right, everybody.
Hi.
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 Hello. All right. How many questions did you guys ask and
Yeah,
answer?
we're back.
About 5.
About 5. That's good. Now,
I did 3 because we were 3 on the group.
Trip. Oh yeah.
The same. The same with us.
Yeah, we only made it
Three questions.
3 questions
Yes.
all right. Let me change
in
the
the group.
password, please.
3
6
Gabriel.
questions and the another pattern is 5 questions.
Nice.
Okay, this is changed. Karina, Edward, Lucy. Oh my goodness. Nice. Manuel Humberto, Miss Karina. Nancy Gustavo. Okay. Paula Diana. All right. Dime Carla and Amelie. Then let's go. Manuel?
Teacher.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm sorry. And maybe I have a problem with my internet.
Yeah, you internet. Do you have an electrical problem as well?
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's
Yes.
okay. So only
No.
electrical or also the internet?
But the problem because the source of the internet, my modem,
Yeah.
suffer downs and highs of the voltage.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's okay.
It's not. I'm not good. I'm not guilty, please.
We're back.
Okay, perfect.
Very nice activity. I like it.
Yes. All right. We're going to go back again. But first, guys, I want to introduce you to Teacher Mario. Hello, teacher.
Hello, Mr.
Hi,
Good
sir.
evening.
Nice.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Hi,
Good
good
evening,
evening.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to English Access. Thank you very much, Mr. Jesus, for giving me this little time to talk to the students. For me, it is
Yep.
always very important.
Yes.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Mario Chavez, and I am the General Director of English Access. I am here besides of welcoming you that I already know that Miss Maru, our academic coordinator, was here earlier to welcome you also. Like I also want to give you important information about the exam that you are taking at the Cenni certification and solve any doubts that you may have about either the examination, the certification, or the same course. I know Mr. Jesus is already working with you. You already know him. And during the course, well, he will continue working with you and you will be in touch with him. And anyhow, there is always, or students always kind of have some doubts, even though the teacher is here. Sometimes for me, it's important that all your doubts are solved. So let me get started first by explaining you what it is and what it's not the Cenni certification. Okay? Well, the Cenni certification, thank you, Mr. Jesus. I saw you made me host. Okay, the Cenni certification. Well, all of this information that I'm going to share with you, you can find it on the webpage of Cenni, that is cenni.cep.gov.mx. Okay? So over here at cenni.cep.gov.mx, you might find all the official information from Cenni. Okay, Cenni certification is not an exam. That's the first thing I need to clear up because many people usually ask about the Cenni exam. They say, hey, how much is the Cenni exam? Or what abilities that the Cenni or skills that the Cenni exam include? Or how many questions that the Cenni exam have? And first of all, Cenni it is a certification, but it is not an exam. Okay, so many years ago, we started working with certifications in English, many years, probably 20 or 30 years ago. And certifications started to become very popular. Now, the problem is that nowadays there are plenty of certifications in the market. You have certifications from Cambridge, certifications from Trinity College London, from Oxford, from Michigan University, from Arizona's University, from the British Council, from many different companies around the world. Many institutions have certifications around the world. So The problem was that when the SEP decided to start hiring teachers for giving classes or decided to start accepting certifications for the graduation process of the students at university level, the SEP had to face the problem that either students or teacher had different types of certification, very different types of certification. So what LASEP wanted to do was to create a certification that was even for all teachers and students around the country, and they created Cenni. But what Cenni is, it's a co-validation of other certifications. So what LASEP does is that you can take your exam at any place that is valid for Cenni, that is valid for LASEP, that is recognized by LASEP. You can take the exam at Cambridge, a TOEFL exam. I'm going to show you actually a list of the places where you can take the exam. And then you go to LASEP, and LASEP takes that exam, that evaluation that is previously recognized and authorized, and co-validates your level. So at the end, you have two certifications, right? You have the certification from the exam you took, but you also have the certification from LASEP, okay? Now, not every single exam is recognized by LASEP. There are specific exams that are recognized by LASEP, and those exams, you can find them right here, what it says, fichas técnicas. Well, I went to information and then I went to fichas técnicas. And over here in fichas técnicas, you have all the institutions that are recognized by LASEP. You have, for example, Cambridge, Regnova, the Institute of International Education, that is the one that manages TOEIC and TOEFL, Pearson Education, Trinity College London, and many, many different institutions. I'm going to go directly here to the page where you can find the University of San Diego, okay? And that university, and why the University of San Diego? Because the University of San Diego is a university which we work with. This is the one, the University of San Diego. Like, you can find it right there. It says that it has an exam for adults. It has an exam for teens. And so over there, you find the information about what exams are recognized and also what institutions are recognized in order to get your Cenni. Okay, you can find it right over there. So you take your exam with these institutions, and once you have your certificate, well, you need to do the TRAMIT at LASEP. The TRAMIT, the co-validation process at LASEP is for free. It doesn't have any cost. Unfortunately, right now, is not, how would I say, as approachable as it was before the pandemic. Right now, for example, they are receiving only five tramits a week per state. And not every state, only the states that are not in red, well, we might say pandemic-like, okay? So it's a little slow at the moment, but we are making tramits of LASEP little by little. It's only 5 a week, but we are making them. So the first step then is to take the exam. And the exam that you, ladies and gentlemen, are going to take is the San Diego's University exam. Why the San Diego's University exam? Why not any of the other exams that are right here? Well, first of all, two things. Tip number one, because there are many types of Cenni. There is not only one type of Cenni. There are 3 types of Cenni. Right here, you can find tipos de Cenni, and you might find it there. There are 3 types of Cenni. There is a Cenni that is called a constancia Cenni, a Cenni that is called a certificado, a certificate, and a Cenni that is called a diploma. The Cenni that is a constancia is when you take an examination that is only 1, 2, or 3 skills. For example, if your exam has only listening and reading, then you receive a constancia. If in your exam you have listening, reading, writing, you receive a constancia. In order to receive a certificate, you need to have the 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay. The constancia is valid only for 1 year. The certificado is valid for 5 years, according to Cenni. It doesn't matter, like, for example, Cambridge University has exams like CAT, PET, FCE, CAE, etc. And these exams are supposedly all life valid, right? But for Cenni, they are only 5 years. It doesn't matter that they are Cambridge, they are only 5 years in the case of the certificate. So we use the San Diego State University exam because it has the 4 skills and it can give you a certificate. For example, if you would take the Oxford exam, the Oxford is only 2 skills, the TOEFL is only 3 skills, and those will be only 1 year. But the San Diego is 4 skills, so you actually 5, so you would be able to receive a certificate. Now, this exam and this certificate goes from level A1 to level C1, ladies and gentlemen. So the maximum level up to here to this certificate is C1 level. But, for example, there are other exams, probably not that are available at the moment because of the pandemic, but there are other exams that you can have level C2. If you take another exam and you can get a level C2 level, and you have the 4 skills, C2 level, then you will be able to get a Cenni diploma. And this diploma is valid for 10 years. And those are the 3 different types of Cenni. The constancia, that would be 1 year, the certificate, that would be 5 years, and the diploma, that is 10 years. But in the case of the constancia, is 1, 2, 3 skills. The certificate has to be minimum 4 skills, and the diploma has to be the 4 skills with C2 level in order to get a diploma. Okay, so the San Diego State University is an exam that you can take online, which is something that we need to be able to offer, because right now with the pandemic, it's difficult that people moves around. And the San Diego, you can take it online. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that it gives you a certificate. So it has 5 skills: listening, reading, writing, speaking, and grammar. Okay, so those are mainly the reasons why we chose that certificate. What so far, any doubt or question? Please feel free to interrupt me whenever you have doubts or questions.
I have a question.
Please.
Just after we finish this preparation, this course, we can arrange the exam to the.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about the exam
yes.
in a little bit.
Okay, no, okay. So I'm waiting till you explain it.
Okay, very good. But like about the information I have given so far, anybody else has any doubt or question? No?
No, yeah.
All right. Yes? No?
No yet.
Okay. No yet. Very good. Okay, very good. So that's about the types of Cenni. That's about this. Now, once you finish the course, yes, you first finish the course, right? Then during the course, you're going to have an exam, a sample test that Mr. Jesus is going to give you, and you are going to take at home, and you're going to send audios to him, and you're going to write an essay, and he's going to check it and everything. And this exam is going to help us know your level, right? It's going to give you a better idea of what your level would be if you take the exam that day, right? So Mr. Jesus will tell you, okay, this is more or less what your score would be if you take the exam. So what happens if you finish the course, you take the sample test, and you're not ready for the exam? Well, if you're not ready for the exam, nothing happens. The worst thing that can happen is that if at the end in the sample test, you don't have the minimum level that you're looking for, because some of you probably are looking for B2 level. Some of you probably are looking for B1 level. I don't know. It would be depending on your needs. But what we would usually do is that Mr. Jesus recommends you. This is a recommendation. At the end, you have the last word, right? You can decide on taking the exam or not. But Mr. Jesus recommends recommends you what to do. He recommends you, okay, you know what? I recommend you to repeat the course, or I recommend you to take this other course. Of course, if you repeat the course or you take another course in order to level up, those courses, you don't have to pay them again. Would be only, you know, a part of our service, you know, that the students don't pay the courses double. They pay the course only one time, right? And after that, well, you take the example test again, and then we check your level, and then if everything is all right, you go to a second sample test. The second sample test is a sample test from University of San Diego that you take on the website, and is for you to get familiar with the exam. And after the second sample test, if everything works well, you take the real exam. And then you take the real exam, and well, after you take the real exam, it usually takes around 10 days in order to get your score, your level. Then we finish with that, you get your score. When is the exam? The exam is up to you. We are open from Monday to Saturday. We are usually available from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in order to give you the exam. So there is a person in charge of the exams, and it's not Mr. Jesus, it's not me. There is another person called Stephanie Carmona. She's the one who contacts you and schedules the exam with you. Up to you, right? Up to your schedule. You decide the time, you decide the date, and you take the exam. And the exam is supervised by a Zoom, like right now. Everything is recorded, and you know, it's uploaded to with the same examination to San Diego University, so they can check it. Ever has a question? Go ahead, Ever, please. Ever?
Yeah, my question is this. For example, I can, when I will do the exam, maybe I'm not gonna reach the C1 level, but my goal is only to get the B2 level. When I get the sample test, if you told me, yeah, you're ready to reach the B2 level. No, well, I don't have a problem with that. If I only to get to that level of B2.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Jesus would, like, at the end of the course, whenever you finish all the topics that the classes include, you will take this exam, and the teacher will tell you your level, right? The level that you most likely would get. And if you are ready for that, well, then you just go ahead and take the exam. If you, for example, want to get B2 level, and you in the sample test get to B2 level, and you go ahead and you schedule the exam, and then you take it.
Yeah, I'm talking about that because all departments of education here in well, I'm from Nayarit. Here in Zeppen, for example, in Prony program, and as a national teacher, and when they send all the points of I don't know what is the requisito. They ask for a B2 level.
Yes.
Yeah, because C1 level for them is I don't know, it's a higher level.
Well, yeah, I mean, if B2 level is your goal, B2 level would be your goal, right? That's going to be up to you. Yeah, no problem.
That's my goal, well, if I can to reach the C1 level, for me, it's better.
That would be good. Hopefully, yes. Thank you, Ever. Do you have any other doubt?
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Nancy, please.
Yes, I have a question. Okay, you said at the end of the course, and when the teacher tests me, and if I don't reach the level that I want to reach, if I'm not likely to get the level that I want to get, the teacher is going to tell me, you know something, you're not ready for this level, and I'm going to be able to take again the course.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, that's what I said. You can retake the course. Actually, there is no double charge for that. You can retake it, and that's it. You take it
Okay.
and
Thank
you
you.
do your
Thank
best.
you. Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
a problem that we sometimes have, and I have to be very honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, is usually that the ones taking the course sometimes are teachers or are already in the working in the job area, right? They're working, they have other things to do. And sometimes they don't do homework. It's not that nobody does homework. We certainly have some very committed students, but unfortunately, some students don't have the chance to do the homework. And the homework, if you are teachers, well, you know that homework helps a lot. So
Yeah.
Mr. Jesus will give you, for example, a lot of homework to work on writing and to work on grammar. Because writing and grammar, I'm going to explain you a little bit about the exam. And grading and grammar are the most important sections of the exam, the ones we have noticed students have the most problems sometimes. So it's important to do the homeworks, right? If you do your homeworks, it's not only being in the class, right? It's not only being here listening to the teacher, right? It's participating, it's doing homework, right? It's not only watching the videos on YouTube, because you know these classes are recorded, and you will be able to watch the classes as many times as needed. But it's not only that, you know, it's the interaction with the teacher, the interaction with your partners, the homeworks, the practice, the written practice, the grammar practice. All of that is what makes the course efficient. So we're very happy because we have a very high level of students who have gotten either C1 or B2 level. Like a high level of students have gotten B2 level, C1 level, B2 level, C1 level. But certainly there are some students that sometimes haven't gotten the level, like would be like a very, very small part of students, but anyhow they are there, right? And most of the time is because they don't try that hard. So if you try hard, you have nothing to worry about. Just do your best. Okay, very good. Do you, ladies and gentlemen, have any other doubt or question so far? I'm about to start talking about the exam. Nope. Very good.
Everything clear.
Very good. Thank you very much. Well, to finish with this thing of ascending, well, after you finish all of this process, that you take the course, that you take the sample test, the second sample test, that you take the exam, well, Stephanie Carmona, she's the one who is in contact with you. She's the one that is in charge of all the tramit in LASEP. She will tell you what papers to send. You need to give us some documents. They're not very difficult. It's actually the CURP, the INE, and application form that we will fill in for you, send you, and you will have to sign it. It's nothing difficult, nothing out of this world. It's very easy to do it. We will take you, we will guide you on the process, and at the end, we will do all the process for you on LASEP. And so you will only have to download your Cenni, because the Cenni is a digital document. It's not a physical document. In the past, it used to be a physical document. Let's talk about 3 years ago, more or less, it used to be a physical document. You receive a physical paper with your picture and the seals and the signatures and everything. Nowadays, it's digital, as many other certificates. The certificate from elementary school, middle school, the CURP, everything is becoming digital. The Cenni is digital too. So usually, in this case, when you finish all the process and your Cenni is ready, well, you can download it from the same page. Just go here to where it says búsqueda avanzada, for example. You type your name. For example, I'm gonna type the name of one student. Let me see. Let me see one student. This. And then you just look for it. And that's it. the program looks, the web page looks for the certificate, this case the Cenni certificate, it finds it, and then you can download it and you print it at home. Usually, if you live nearby or if you want to come directly to school to pick it up, or if you want us to send your certificate, usually the only thing we do is that we print it on an opalina paper, and it's a regular opalina paper. It's not any special opalina paper. It's just a regular opalina where we put it in a regular printer and we print it and we send it to you. It's not like a big deal or something special that you have to do. What it counts about the Cenni is the folio Cenni, and also the digital signature that it appears at the very, is right here. I'm gonna show you that it appears at the end of the document. So
Here.
you saw that it was right there, for example, and then you just click right here and you can download it. Yes, someone was going to ask something?
Yes, me, Denia.
Uh-huh.
So how many documents do we receive?
You're gonna receive two. You're gonna receive the San Diego's University certificate, which is the certificate from the San Diego's University, that exam that you're gonna take, and the Cenni certificate. This is a Cenni certificate. You can see it right here. It says right here, certificado. It has the personal information of the students, the folio Cenni that I told you that is an important thing. The app, this was taken with a San Diego's exam. You can see it right here. It has the skills that the exam assessed, the final or the general average, that in this case was B2, Cenni 12, and well, in this case, the digital signature that is right here. And at the back, in this case, the San Diego's University logo. As you can see, nowhere in the certificate says English Access. Everything comes from La SEP, and in this case, from San Diego's University. So this is the Cenni. Okay, very good. Now, talking about San Diego's University exam, talking about the exam. This is the certificate from San Diego's University. Nowadays, it looks a little different. The colors have been changed. This is the old designing. The new design is now orange instead of black, but it looks very cool too. This is a digital representation. Here it has a golden seal. Here it has an hologram. It tells your name, it tells your level, and at the back you can see the skills or the components of the exam. This exam has 5 skills: language structure, which is basically grammar and vocabulary; reading comprehension; listening; writing; and oral expression, which is speaking. Okay, let's first start talking about language structure. Language structure has everything. It comes from very basic things to very advanced things. It comes questions about the verb to be, can, do, did, but you also have questions about inverted word order, past perfect, mixed conditionals, etc. In this course, you're not going to see all the grammar included in the exam. That's why you took a placement exam, a diagnostic test, because it would be impossible for us to cover all the grammar in the exam in only 1 month, because it's a lot of grammar. You are going to see only the most advanced topics. You're going to see the present perfect, starting from present perfect, past perfect, conditionals, mixed conditionals, inverted word order, the passive voice, reported speech, only the most advanced grammar. Grammar that is B1, B2, and C1 level, only that, okay? So you're not gonna see the verb to be, you're not gonna see can, you're not gonna see do, simple present, past, simple past, continuous. No, you're not gonna see that, okay? The course is intended only for upper intermediate, advanced, intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced level. Okay, there are 60 questions in the grammar, in the language structure part, 60 questions. Every question carries a mark. In the reading comprehension, you also have 4 readings. One reading is very basic, the second is more or less, the third, we might say that is one reading is basic, the second reading is intermediate, the third is upper intermediate, and the last one is advanced. You have 20 questions, 5 questions per reading, okay? In the listening is the same. You have 4 audios, but in this case, you only have 3 questions per audio. The first audio is basic, the second intermediate, upper intermediate, and finally advanced, okay? And that would be the first 3 parts, okay? Every single component, every single skill carries 60 points. Then after these skills, you have the writing. In the writing, you only have to write one article. That's it. It's actually a letter, okay? The teacher is going to give you some examples of letters that you have to write, like very similar to the one that you will be able, or that you will have to write in the exam. This letter is a 250 word letter, and you have 20 minutes for finishing the letter. And then after the writing is the speaking. Usually a common questions that students have is, does someone interview me in the speaking? No, nobody interviews you in the speaking. The way you take the speaking is that you go to the web page, and in the web page you see the question. Then you record yourself, you record your answer, right? Your answer has to be no more than 1 minute. And then you upload your answer. And then you see another question, and then you answer it. And then you see another question, and then you answer it. They are 5 questions only for the speaking. If you ask me, the speaking part is the easiest part of the exam. It's only 5 questions, and it's only 1 minute per answer. So what usually we have seen that the students have most problems with are the language structure, the listening, and the writing. So pay a lot of attention to the sample test and pay a lot of attention to the activities that you do with Teacher Jesus. At the end, the whole exam is worth 300 points. The maximum points of the exam is 300. That's the maximum. That's all of the points that the exam have. If you want to get B1 level, for B1 level, you need to get a minimum of 120 points. That would be B1 level. If you want to get B2 level, you need to get a minimum of 187 points. That would be B2 level. If you get more than 220 points, then you can get a C1 level. So this is just in the certificate. They won't tell you the points, they will tell you the level, but this is just for you to know more or less how well you have to do in the exam. So if you see, for example, you want to get B2 level, that is 187. So that means that is just a little more than the half. It's just like a 60% of the exam. Okay. As you can see, the results are aggregated. You can get, for example, a B2 in grammar, and a C1 in reading, and a B1 in listening, and a B2 in writing, and a B1 in speaking. And at the end, all of these scores are aggregated, and you receive your final level, which is the most important. As I said, the procedure is like that. You take the course, then you take the sample test, then you take the second sample test, then you take the real exam, and in approximately 10 days, you receive your scores. Sometimes it's before, usually it's not later, but sometimes can be before. Okay, very good. And as I previously mentioned too, the exam goes from 0 to C1. It doesn't get until C2. It only gets until C1. That's very important too. Okay. Well, basically, that is about the exam. Does anyone have any question about the exam?
No.
No, everything is all right. Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
All right.
Perfect. Well, finally, I just have to mention a little bit about the course. As I previously said, the course is from Monday to Thursday, right? from 7:30 to 9. Well, today we're taking longer. My fault. I'm taking longer. Sorry. But sometimes it's up to teacher Jesus and up to you. Sometimes if a teacher notices that you guys need more practice or that you need more time or that there is a topic that is difficult, sometimes the teacher schedules with you extra sessions. Okay, so he will tell you. We cannot say right now, oh, you will need many extra sessions or you will not need them, right? The teacher needs to check your level. Sometimes not all of you would be required for the extra sessions. Sometimes only some of you, sometimes all of you, right? Depending on the topic, depending on how you guys are doing, okay? The extra sessions most likely would be on Fridays because it's the days that we have off, right? The course is 4 weeks, starting today, which is the 15th, and most likely to finish on the 11th of March. So right before the Holy Week, okay? What else is important? The material teacher Jesus will be providing you with everything you may need. Usually he shares everything in the WhatsApp group. I hope everyone joins the WhatsApp group. If someone is not in the WhatsApp group, let us know. The classes are recorded, as I said, and they are shared with you also in the WhatsApp group, so you can check them as many times as needed. What else is important? Well, basically that is the most important about the course. I hope I'm not skipping anything. Mr. Jesus, do I need to say anything else? Oh, you have your microphone off.
Yes, teacher. Something I think is a little bit important. How long does the exam take?
Oh, yes, yes, that's true. Students usually ask that. The exam is usually the total, the maximum time that you can take for the exam is, in the case of the grammar, 45 minutes. Then listening, 20 minutes. So that makes an hour and 5 minutes. Reading, 30 minutes. So that makes an hour and 35 minutes. Writing, 20 minutes, an hour and 55. And then speaking, 15 minutes. So that makes 2 hours and 10 minutes. 2 hours and 10 minutes. Usually I tell the students, when you take the exam, schedule 2 hours and a half, right? 2 hours and a half for anything that happens, you know. But the maximum in reality is 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Okay.
Great. Now I have an idea.
Which one?
How long is the simple exam, teacher? How long should a student take answering the simple exam?
For the sample test, you have no, there
No
is
limit, right?
no timing. There is no timing. You can take your time, but I recommend you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a recommendation to check your time, that you check how long you took, right? So
Got it.
you can have an idea, right? So you say like, oh my goodness, I'm taking 3 hours. Oh, I need to do it faster on the real, right?
Yes, that's
So
what's
that
happening.
would be my recommendation.
Yes, that's what's happening. Most of the students are taking about 3 hours to do the sample exam.
But
What happens in the
honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I have never had any students complaining about the time in the real exam. Usually, the real exam is enough time. The audios are short, the readings are short, it's enough time. What is sometimes complicated would be the speaking, because sometimes you are not happy with what you recorded and you want to record it again and record it again and record it again, and you waste time. But the time is not something that you should worry about. The time is more than enough.
Good.
what happens if we took longer at the real
You
exam?
cannot take longer because there is a time limit. So when the time is over, it immediately goes to the following section. But as I said, it has never happened. The students usually finish on time.
So in the oral practice, we have the chance to record twice or 3 times.
You have the chance to record as many times as the time allows you because you only have 15 minutes. In those 15 minutes, you can record the audios as many times as you wish.
Okay.
Cool.
Excuse me. And what happens if we have internet connection problems?
As I previously said, the session in the exam, you are not by yourself. There is someone with you supervising. If you have problem, in the very moment that you have a problem, you tell the person who is supervising, hey, I'm having a problem. If you are having a problem and you, I don't know, there is a blackout or something like that, and you lose connection also with the supervisor, you can send a WhatsApp to Stephanie Carmona. Hey, Stephanie, I had a problem with my exam, and Stephanie canceled the exam, and you need to take it again in another time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. Sometimes we have had troubles that, for example, the students, the audio is not clear, or the microphone was, I don't know, very bad quality. The only thing that happens is that or the worst thing that can happen is that you need to do the exam again. That's it. Okay. I don't know if you have guys. Oh my goodness, this is a very participative group. I like it. Do you have any other doubts or questions, ladies and gentlemen, before we finish today's session?
Clear. Everything is clear.
Okay, please go ahead and ask because
That's all fine.
I won't be here. I won't be here tomorrow, right? So take your time to ask. Okay. Well, Mr. Jimenez will continue with you. I really appreciate that you stayed longer for this explanation. I always consider this information is very important. I always consider it's important to solve all your doubts. If you have any other doubts, ask Mr. Jesus. I'm pretty sure that he is going to help you. And if he doesn't know, he will probably ask me or ask Mary or ask Fanny or ask Maru or ask someone and get you an answer. But he definitely will solve your doubts.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Jesus.
Thank you, sir.
Well,
Thank you.
my pleasure,
Thank you very
ladies and
much.
gentlemen. Enjoy it. Have an excellent time.
Likewise.
Goodbye.
Very much.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Nice. Thank you, teacher.
Thanks to you. Mr. Jesus, you say yes, anything else?
No, I think it's good.
Okay, shall we close the meeting?
Sure. Everybody
Okay.
is ready to go? Or does anybody have a question?
We're
Okay.
gonna have homework today.
Oh,
Homework.
Not
no
today.
homework.
Not
No
today.
homework.
I will send you 2 slides to
Okay.
complete, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send them on the WhatsApp in a minute.
Right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
See you
Thank
guys.
you.
Nice to meet you, ladies and
Sorry.
gentlemen.
With you, bye.
Okay, thank you
Tomorrow.
so
Bye.
much.
See you
Thank
tomorrow,
you.
guys.
Bye. See you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow.
Thank you,
Good
Mr.
night.
Mario.
Bye.
Goodbye, goodbye, take care.
Goodbye.